Hi friends, thanks so much for being here. In this video, I'll be unboxing the long-awaited Keep Collecting box, which is a collaboration between the Wizarding Trunk and Peter Kenneth, also known as the Potter Collector. And as a collector myself, I am beyond excited to see what they came up with. So here is the box. You can see it says the Keep Collecting box at the front, and we have some books. This part is damaged. That is on me. I thought I could remove the stickers with my address on it. I couldn't. So I kind of ripped the entire print. Sorry, Peter. And this box is a little bit bigger and heavier than the normal boxes from the Wizarding Trunk, so that's promising. Apparently, the Wizarding Trunk and Peter Kenneth have been planning this box for over a year now. In one of their emails, it says that the items have been hand-selected and the designs of each item have been approved by Peter himself. We guarantee that this box is not one that you will want to miss. Peter has come up with 10 plus phenomenal items that every collector will be ecstatic to have in their Wizarding collection. The theme of this box is house traits. Each house will have 2 items that represent a specific trait, such as bravery, ambition, wisdom, and hard work. I'm kind of loving that idea, but I can also imagine that some people won't be too happy about that. So I'm interested to see other people's opinion. Without further ado, let's take the first look. When we open it up, it says Keep Collecting on the inside. We have a letter and an envelope on top, and then beneath that some boxes. I can see a pin, and the rest is hidden. I don't think this is a spoiler card. I think this is just a letter from Peter, so let's read it. Presenting your Keep Collecting box. The moment has finally arrived, but please remember to feed and water your owl before sending it on its journey. I didn't do that, Peter. I was so happy with my box that I didn't pay attention to the owl. Speaking of journeys, the Wizarding Trunk and the Potter Collector began collaborating this box in February of 2020. Because we believe that character traits are of utmost importance, we sketched, planned, designed, selected colors, tested fabrics, and searched for the materials and makers to bring you a character trait filled box. It is wonderful to see ideas come to life. Character, character, character. What more can I say about character? It matters. When all else fades, only our character remains. Each practical, presentable, and perfectly polished item in this box represents a house and a trait for which that house is valued. But that's really fun, a personal letter from the Potter Collector. Before I'm gonna grab the first item, I want to say thank you to my patrons because you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your support. And if you feel like it is something for you, definitely come join us. Head over to patreon.com, type in my name, or click on the link in my description. Now for the first item in the Keep Collecting box. I'm just gonna go with this. I'm so excited. Okay, let's see. There's something in bubble wrap. I think we have a potion. We have got the Wit Strengthening Potion, which is for Ravenclaw. That's cool. So the first item I got out of this box is my own house. We have some brown wax on top, a piece of string, a little charm with the head of an eagle, and of course a beautiful label. The ingredients are ginger root, armadillo bowl, and scarab beetles. And the potion provides clarity to thoughts. Let's see what happens when we shake this beautiful potion. Look at how beautiful that is. That's a fun start. I mean, I always love getting potions, and it's a Ravenclaw item, so what's not to like? Let's go for the next item. What the heck? Are these supposed to be dragon skin gloves or something? They look like they could be. They are dragon hide gloves. Aren't these the one that Hagrid wears when he is tending to the dragons? I'm not sure if this is a book reference or a movie reference, but I remember that this was something that they used to tend to dragons, I believe, or other like mean creatures that can spew fire, because I believe these are resistant to fire. Or am I making this up? I think I know. I think it is a book reference with the blast-ended screws. Or maybe it's a movie reference as well. I don't know. Either way, it's really cool. Now I just kind of wish they made a practical item out of this. Like you can actually wear it when it's cold outside or raining. But these are just a little bit too big for me to wear outside. I am definitely going to display these though. That's really fun and really unique. I'm seeing this black box that has snakes all over it and an S for Slytherin. Let's find out what is inside. So this has to be ambition, something like that. Isn't Peter a Slytherin himself? Are you joking? That is amazing. At first I thought it was the Chamber of Secrets, but I'm pretty sure this is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. And guess what? It's a little piggy bank or a money box or whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it that way because let's be honest, who has actual money nowadays? Like it's all digital, it's all somewhere on a bank account. But I do like the idea of putting little coins in here and it looks so good, you guys. It's insanely detailed. It's almost like they kind of spray painted it on there. I love it. This is a really cool item and you can either use it or display it. There's an envelope in this box and I really want to see what is inside, so let's go for this next. It's just a plain white envelope. I think this is another Ravenclaw item. First up, we got this little library card. Oh my gosh, I love that. And I have never gotten a library card before. Students must be in possession of this card to borrow library books. And at the back, it says restricted section. Access to the restricted section requires photo identification and professor note. And it's validated by LP. Who is that? I can only think of Lily Potter, but she's not a professor. I don't know. Who is that? Help me out, guys. Next up is a hall pass. You can say who it is issued to, the date that it's granted, the professor, the reason, so gather missing supplies, restroom break, or other, and then some additional notes. And then finally, we have a schedule of classes. And again, you can personalize this because this schedule belongs to and you can fill in your name. There are some extracurriculars like the chess club, dueling club, and practice. There's also a little broom, so I guess this person really loves flying. And the notes read, use at least 3 free periods for studying in the common room. Remember to reserve a table in the library for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 6 to 7:30 every week of term. And it's signed on the date 26th of October 1992. These 3 look really, really good. And I'm just struggling a little bit with the house trait, but it reminds me of Hermione, so maybe this is for Gryffindor or for Ravenclaw because it also has to do with wisdom. Not sure. I think I have a pin. Oh, okay, that's kind of creepy, but also really cool. Peter has given us a pin of himself dressed as Dumbledore. So this is definitely to represent the headmaster's painting. And he actually looks a little bit like Dumbledore in the outfit. So this is pretty awesome. And it looks really, really good. There's a lot of detail on the frame. I love that they went with this bronze color to make it look old. And then there's just an actual photo of Peter dressed as Dumbledore in there. This is a pretty amazing pin. And I feel like we got another pin. Oh, we did. We did get another pin. This one is quite big. Wow. And this is to represent Gryffindor. The pin itself says chivalry. It has 2 lions on either side of the shields. Persevero collegendus. No idea. Something to do with perseverance, probably. I'm gonna be honest and say that I do like this pin, but it's definitely not my favorite item of this box. Probably because it's not my house, so to have a very, very big pin of not your house is just not that exciting. And then also I am just not the biggest fan of the design, or maybe just be a little bit smaller, but detail wise and how it looks, it is a good pin. Then there's a green velvet pouch in the box. Let's see what is inside. We have a little shield. This is a little plaque with a shield on it that says award for special services to the school. It's got an H in the middle, so that has to be Hogwarts. This is something you could have found in the trophy room. In the movies, you could have seen it in the scene where Ron gets detention and he has to clean the trophies without using magic, and now we got our own. So it's kind of cute that you have your own award for special services to the school. I mean, I did spend a lot of money towards items from Hogwarts, so I kind of did them a special service. I'm just not sure how to display it because it's not something I can put up, and because of its shape, it's not gonna stand properly. I'm almost sad that it isn't a pin. I need to figure out how to display this. If you have any ideas, let me know. There is something at the bottom. It's a sword replica. Oh no, wait, it's a pen? That's so awesome. It's a pen shaped like the Gryffindor sword. I think we got an email about this item. There's a particular usable item in the box that has a cap. This darker silver cap pulls off at the top and does not require twisting. There you go. It's black ink and it's quite heavy, so I'm not sure if this is the best pen to write with for a longer time, but it does look really badass to write with the Gryffindor sword. And if people are bothering you, you can just put the cap back on and like challenge them to a duel. There are some items at the bottom. That's the spoiler cards. And there's this. We have got multiple items. So these are envelopes and these are the 4 houses. Are these cards? Okay, that's kind of awesome. So this is definitely a stationary item. You're able to fold these like this, and then there are actual ropes that open up. Inside you can write your message. I love sending cards, especially within the Harry Potter community, and these are perfect for that purpose. And they can also serve as little menus. If you have a dinner party or something, you can put them on the table. That would be cute. This is our final item. This box reminds me of Quidditch. Let's open it up. It's definitely a Quidditch item. I think we have 2 bludgers. These are definitely more book accurate because in the books they are described as black iron balls. And they do look like that. They have this kind of metallic feel to them and they look really authentic. I just don't know why we got 2. Is it because there are 2 in each match? And they came with these little black rubber bands, and I think that is to display them because they are round, so they're gonna roll off your shelf. There's my Quidditch shelf, and I actually have a bludger already, but I've dropped that thing so many times. It doesn't look that good anymore. So I'm definitely gonna replace that for these. Also, I love the presentation of this item. And with that, we have gone through all the items in the Keep Collecting box. We got a total of 10 items. Let's take a quick look at the spoiler card in case I missed anything. I'm not going to read everything to you guys, so if you want to read more about a certain item, just pause the screen and you can. For Gryffindor, we got 2 items, the sword pen that stands for the trait Bravery, and the Medal of Chivalry pin, which is another trait of Gryffindor. Then for Hufflepuff, we have got another 2 items, the Dragonhide gloves, that's the trait Hard Work, and then the Bounding balls? Bounding? How do you pronounce that? Bounding. Bounding. And that's for patience. So these things are Bounding balls and they are used for relaxation and focus. I actually had these as a kid because I used to play the piano and my fingers need to be flexible all the time. So you put them in your hand and you just start turning them. And the trick is to not let them touch each other. So they shouldn't make a sound. I mean, that's when you play the piano. I'm not sure if that's how you use them for relaxation. But okay, Bounding balls. Then for Ravenclaw, we have got the school documents, what else, for wisdom, and the wit strengthening potion for wit. For Slytherin, we got another 2 items, the service award, which is ambition, and the coin bank that's another name. Piggy bank, money box. Coin bank is for resourcefulness. And then there's another 2 items that are just for the houses, so for everyone. And those are the greeting cards and the headmaster pin. This box made me really happy. I mean, they have included a broad range of items. There's a good mix between practical items, displayable items. There's a pin, there's a potion, there are paper replicas. I thought it was a really good box. I have a lot of favorites. And I also have a least favorite item, so let's start with that one. That is the chivalry pin. It's not that it's not a good pin, but it just doesn't really speak to me because I am not chivalrous. It could have gone with maybe 4 traits or represent chivalry as something different. It just wouldn't be my pick to do a big pin for a trait that is most likely not your house. So for that reason, this is my least favorite item of this box, but I do still like it. It's a good pin. It's a little bit harder to choose a favorite because I have multiple favorites, but I think I'm gonna go with this. It's a really underrepresented house, and even though I'm not a Slytherin, I do really like how this looks. It just looks really, really good. I haven't seen anything like it, and it's gonna look so good on my shelves. And that was it, guys. Those were all the items in the Keep Collecting box. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and let's stay in touch.